Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCP 2025 matchup.
Damage threat as the game extends, and he is doing completely fine here for the side of Talon.
They do see Sejuani now. Lemus has both summoners, so we'll be able to buy enough time to get towards Luon, hopefully.
Doesn't use the flash. It might just be going down. I think not flashing, possibly just dying anyway if Casa answers it, so ultimately just a bit too far.
The Chiefs, but you also have to look at the inventories and the fact that Fofo already has Merc Treads. So a lot of the kill threat onto him is kind of nullified with, you know, Charm won't last as long, Chains of Corruption won't last as long, the lockdown.
And raw power.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is, no matter what items Jimmy can get, he's always going to lose 1v1. That's just the story of Ahri. Ahri's never been a champion that you pick to win your 1v1. You can out the poke, but Mia might get locked down here.
Yeah, it's going to. A lot of damage coming through. Biopanther will be able to use that hero's entrance, and we're trying to turn around here onto RJ Mir, getting extremely low. He's not going to have any way out, but he does get the reset, the flash away, not going to be able to secure himself any pathway out. Jimmy, though, getting the reset, trying to find his way onto Casa. One more Spirit Rush, the flash away. He does get stunned up, but it's going to be a double kill. Casa now extremely fed on the ball as he's 3-1. Fofo chasing down Biopanther is going to get taunted up, and with that, Bio might just be able to find one way out. Oh, my lord, he's so low, and Fofo will just flash to get that last kill. It's a skirmish win in favor of Talon. It's 4-2. Yeah. Which I think is important because they are ahead in trying to get the objective feat. We'll see though. We'll come that ult. We see the Zeke's already being used. Luon's in a world of trouble. Nice Magnet Storm lands onto 3, but there's nothing really that the side of Chiefs can do to turn this around. There is a Spirit Rush available, and Jimmy is going to have to use it to get on out of there. Void Grubs now will almost certainly go in favor of Talon.
This is something that Talon recognized that, you know, Chiefs really didn't. When everyone is so farm,
feeling too out of it, they do look to pick themselves up their second dragon. So in terms of the objective feat, we are all matched up. Casa up in the top side alongside Fofo, trying to pressure Biopanther, and we do see both supports coming up here as well. Biopanther does have a lot of wave clear
behind to threaten, you know, mobile carries. It's quite hard to get onto them, but Riftel is being pulled, and Chiefs are showing up to this one.
Yeah, trying to find a fight here. It is Betty pretty low here on the mana. A nice Glacial Prison is going to come out, and so much damage coming through. It is a smite away from Casa, but in comes their hero's entrance. That's one reset, and now Mare all of a sudden becomes this very, very strong Sejuani. Archer's going to have to flash away. He has overheated. Can they find the lockdown? Yes, they will. Lemus 1 HP, but he does survive. That's a second reset. Mare all of a sudden now is this rumble, and now Chiefs, they feel completely fine. 2 kills found. They get on out of there. What an amazing play found by this roster.
And that's exactly what I was talking. It should just be, you know, either this tower getting chipped down on this wave or going down completely, but Go is already low, so Jimin is going to be able to pick this one up pretty comfortably. And this is very good for Jimin because he wasn't really finding a lot of, you know, alone time in these side lanes. He was getting pressured by the Corki in the 1v1. Consistent engage tool for the side of Chiefs, right? The Ahri Charm over the wall, you know, with that Spirit Rush is going to be how Chiefs consistently find picks on with the Sejuani ult cooldown and flinging it and hopefully finding a kill or a flash. They're constantly getting advantages, and Chiefs aren't really being able to respond. And it's very hard for them to just walk in front to back and absorb all the smoke that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, very good amount of damage coming out of Betty now. You see Luon does not find his way in, but Woody puts up the door and is trying to block off everyone. The equalizer is very good, but Mir does manage to get himself a reset. He's become this Braum, not perhaps the champ he wants to be necessarily, but the reset is good enough. He gets himself back in, takes a lot of damage though. Betty still offloading so many of these Mystic shots and finding all of them. Jimmy not quite going to land that charm as Arzi does flash away. The caster though, very low. It is still these carries, all 3 of them still up and still offloading everything they need to do. It is going to be the Glacial Fissure missed as Mir does just go around. He's not going to be able to find anything as Betty is just marking him completely. Biopanther trying to keep his carries alive, but RJ walks forward and claims himself one. Atakan will be the objective that is going to be the reward for Talon as the voracious Atakan is secured.
And yeah, Chiefs just don't have enough tools to, you know, find the
reward for the side of Talon. Now the problem is, because you're not contesting, they're now going to have Baron and the Atakan. Mir is going to show up, does have ultimate available to himself, and will dodge out of the Glacial Fissure.
Definitely do not want to flip this one.
Yeah, they're really not looking to flip it. Jimmy getting jumped on by Fofo and so much damage being offloaded. Does just manage to get out. Now it's Mir. It's his turn to be focused. He does not get a reset if he does kill the Corki, but will not be looking to do so, and is just running away. Although
didn't have access to the flash there, so could not get into the pit with a, you know, ult flash. But, you know, honestly, well played by Talon. They held that one on 3,000 health for so long, and
Lehman should be able to get that one. Okay, at least
their consolation prize is 100 gold.
Yep. Does go over to Mir, I believe. Forward will go now Talon. I mean, a lot of abilities being used. The hero's entrance is going to do a good job of trying to peel for the rest of the team, but Jimmy does go down. It's also going to lead to Mir dying up on the top side. Triple kill coming through for RG. All it really took, the Voracious, the Baron, and walked forward. And I believe 26 minutes in, this should be all she wrote. I mean, we do just have the Voracious still up. Luon as well as Lemus going to try their best to defend here, but ultimately Talon don't really have to do anything. Kill this next minion wave, hit the Nexus tower. 24 seconds is the next respawn. It's both Jimmy and Mir who will come up, but 4v2 doesn't feel particularly possible. Luon does go in. Lemus is just completely one-shot by Fofo, and that is the game.
Yeah, it was just pretty much easy as that. This is the power of, you know, delaying the Archon until the Baron spawns, is once you have that buff. And sudden Mir isn't playing a solo dive champion, or solo lockdown champion. He has more CC to follow up, and also if Luon does play as well, or he is a bit sneaky with who he is turning into, he is the big loser of this entire situation because he lost so much health trying to commit to that skirmish. That's exactly what he wants though. He wants to be a Akali participating in their skirmishes. He is level 6 and he does have the alternator, so he does a lot of damage. But because he lost so much health, now all of a sudden when he should start feeling confident to win lane, it's very hard for him to do anything.
Panther does have flash available, will be able to get under the tower, but Arzi's there to follow. The Tiger form damage is immense, and that will be first blood going over to the side of Talon, and Udyr will be the one to claim his bounty.
Haven't seen a jungler be a higher level than a top lane in a very long time. That's just the lane swap meta for you. You know, it's very hard to get resources as a top laner, but yeah, Fofo forcing Jimmy into recall already, and you know, Fofo having his teleport to respond, but Bio
hopefully he is tanky enough to get on out of there, and Tiger stance damage is so absurd.
And the fact he probably only has 1 point in as well is just very telling of how much space damage. With the priority in 3 lanes, with the tempo, and it's just Chiefs being the ones having to walk in and try to get any control back.
Shield now going to spawn. Ace in the hole, not doing all that much damage. Biopanther though coming in. Nico Pop Blossom does land on 2. Caster as well as Woody were the targets, but down will go Luon, down will go Mir. And now Lemus, he tries to get away from Betty, but the movement speed, the red buff is just too much. The flash away with the Nimbus Cloak might be good. The barrier, he's trying to answer back with some damage as Jimmy, and now on the other side of the team fight is stuck between 4 people. He is trying to get away. Obviously the perfect execution to try and get out the top side, but now it's Biopanther and Jimmy, and they're in between 4 people. Betty not going to show his face up here. How are Talon going to navigate it?
Jimmy has to try to deny this wave from crashing. They're just running through the tower right now.
Yeah, Caster getting low. Will Jimmy be able to find the kill? It doesn't seem like it. No, he will not. And it's another 2 going down, and just like that, it was 0-1, and it's 0-6. Talon majorly in the lead.
Yeah, and this is just Talon slowly over a long period of time, just, you know, kind of forcing the issue where very tough point for the Chiefs to get back into the game. They are, you know, almost relying on Talon to misstep and make an error, which is just such a tall order for Chiefs, because, you know, Talon is just too good to make an error like that.
Yeah, and I think right now, with how strong Victor is, you really need to take him down. And
the, you know, downfall of these champions, while they can be so strong, like the Vi and Akali in a pairing, they don't really get killed compared to their counterparts who are going to be, you know, a ranged champ against a melee champ, or, you know, sometimes just a better skirmishing jungler. It's hard to...
team's bot lane, but with just how much pressure, you know, Woody and the rest of the boys strolling into that bottom side jungle, and Arzi just sitting top. Hold up, a fight breaks out. Bullet time is just absolutely wailing down. Jimmy going to die at the end there. Chaos Storm is not upgraded yet, but it's doing a lot of damage. Arzi running forward. Woody lands a max range hook. Lemus is going to be forced to barrier, and out will go Biopanther, Mir, and Lemus, but still another 2 kills found. Arkan could possibly be on the menu in the near future as it does spawn down on that bottom side.
Yeah, it's just going to be, you know, a reset coming out of town.
State to be in. For sure, is everyone really ahead by 1k at minimum outside of the support role, but it's never a good look when your Nautilus is further ahead in gold than the Nico. So much damage coming down. Arkan will be picked up. Voracious will be the Arkan yet again.
This is, you know, one of the things where Bai is doing the correct thing, right? He is trading on the other side of the map because he knows all 5 members are going to commit towards that objective. It's curious to why the rest of Chiefs aren't around there, dropping vision, getting any control, because at least then when, you know, Talon are forced to base and respond to the wave that is, you know, pushing on top side, you know where they are, and you have the ability to make a play, because you're never going to be able to stop the siege. You have next to no wave clear besides, you know, Lemus, and it's very easy for how fed Talon, or how fed the Talon members are. They can just walk up hit this tower. They don't really mind if Lima's auto. I'm praying. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Udu come back, especially with these items. He is such a oppressive champion, genuinely. And if you know, if you can just do the classic unending spare thimble winter combo, it's just like, oh, every champ's OP with these items. But
Mir looking for something here up the top side. Fofo going to get locked down. Actually doesn't get the Zonyas off in time, and Jimmy trying to find Betty on the back line is doing a sizable amount of damage, but it's going to be Fofo withdrawing. 2 people now withdrawing. Voracious still up and available as Casa comes on in. Woody takes a sizable amount of damage from Lemus, but still will be completely okay in the back line. Chiefs, they do defend the tower. They do lose Mare, but importantly, they take off a couple of those Voracious. Asia now back in the fray, teleports back on in, and now, I mean, there's just not the resources or damage available for the side of Chiefs. Ultimates are down, and still Talon, they're cracking this base. Nexus will be the next look, potentially, as inhibs are going to be taken out. Arjep not taking any damage whatsoever. Jimmy in China's best. He's going to get the Shuriken out before he gets stunned up, but just feels like everything's inevitably going to go down. Hook in from Woody. They're looking now onto Biopanther. He is tanky. Woody gets very low flashes on out. Biopanther tries to do the same. He's not able to do so, but he is living. He is living bit by bit. The health is going down, but the Mountain Soul, Benny forward. Fofo flashes in, and Benny is now in their Nexus. Still no deaths on the side of Chiefs. Talon are all still up. The Voracious is at long last going to go down. Still no ults available. Luon very close to having his up, as is Mir. Nexus Tower number 1 does go down, half HP on the second one. Talon are so strong. Arjek happy to just walk up. Biopanther once again going to get hooked. He's going to get stunned, rooted up and down will go this Jace. Who can be next though? Is Man trying to find any damage he can. It's not going to be enough. PSG take down 2, they take down 3. All that remains is a Nexus, and Talon will claim their first match in the LCP.
And just such a dominating performance in the second game. Just the slow choke out, the slow methodical win once again by Talon to take down Chiefs. It just, this game felt like there was the ability for Chiefs to do something in the early game, but as time went on, the gold lead just slowly grew and grew and grew from just, you know,